what is absolute maxima, then relative maxima, then absolute minima and relative minima. Relative means what? Around the open ball it will be maximum, and absolute means what? For all x in S. Okay, and same goes for minima also. Then what is saddle point? If in the open ball you are getting both the thing, that is you are getting maxima minima, then you can see that that point is called saddle point. Critical point, that means delta f must be 0, that point is called critical point. Now before going to that, let us see one type of matrix that is called Hessian matrix. Hessian matrix. What is Hessian matrix? Suppose you are having a function. Let f from Rn to R be a scalar field. Be a scalar field with continuous second order partial derivative. With continuous second order partial derivative. The Hessian matrix is given by HF, that is called Hessian of function HF, and that is given by, so see, there are n variables, so it will be dou 2f upon dou x1 square, dou 2f upon dou x1 dou x2, and so on. It will be dou 2f upon dou x1 dou xn. Do you see, this is something like a matrix में this is 1 position, this is 1 2 position, and this is 1n position, so it is quite same as that one only. Here it will be due to it is 2 1 position, so it will be dou x2 into dou x1, and here so on it will go up to dou 2. What is this position? This is second row last column, so it will be dou x2 dou xn, something like that. ठीक है? So last vector will be dou 2f upon dou xn dou x1, and so on. The last column will be dou 2f upon dou xn dou xn. This is n position, correct? Now you observe one thing. Since you are having the function is continuous and second order, they have continuous second order partial derivatives. What do you mean by that? When you are having continuous second order partial derivative, that means, so I think we have proved that theorem also, that is their mixed partial derivative used to be same, that is, so this will form a symmetric matrix. The value whatever you are having here, that will be same as here, x2 x1, that is x1 x2, so the value here it will be same here, correct, something like that. So this is called symmetricity of or you can say this matrix is symmetric matrix. Dou 2f by dou xi dou xj, it will be same as dou 2f upon dou xj dou xi, something like that, correct? Hence what? Hence it is symmetric. Symmetric matrix, correct? And the determinant of the above matrix is called Hessian. The determinant of above matrix is called Hessian. Hessian of f. Okay, just quickly see this. Let us do one example based on this. Then we'll see how they are related with your maxima and minima. Let us see one example then. Suppose you are given a function, say f from R3 to R, and it is given by f of say x y z, that is equal to say x cube plus 2xyz plus y square z, and at 1 1 1. At this point you would like to find Hessian matrix. Okay, so to find Hessian matrix पहले तो mixed partial derivative चाहिए तुमको. So let us find what is Hessian matrix. What is h of f in 3 variable? It will f x x, this will be f x y 1 2, then f x z, and this will be f y x, f y y, f y z, next f z x, f z y, f z z. Correct. So this is the Hessian matrix. So I need to calculate fx f. So पहले fx देखते हैं. fx क्या आएगा? fx will be 3x square plus 2yz. Correct. What is fxx? That will be 6x. Correct. But कौन से पॉइंट पे चाहिए? 1 1 पे. So fxx at 1 1 1, it will be 6. Similarly, you have to find all fxx, fyy, fzz, and fill the value here. You'll get the matrix. So this is 6. So if somebody asks what is Hessian, then Hessian will be just determinant of this. Okay. What will be fy? Fy is equal to 2xz plus 2yz. Fyy will be 2z. Correct. Fyy at 1 1 1, that is 2. So ये हो गया. What is fz? Fz is 2xy plus y square, and what is fzz? So that is 0, no? Yeah, that is 0. So here fzz will be 0. So this is 6, this is 2, this is 0. Now next thing you want fxy. With respect to y किया तो you'll be having 2z. So answer will be 2. तो यहाँ पे आएगा 2. And next thing ये क्या चाहिए? xz. So fx is already then fz निकाला तो इसको 2y आएगा. Again 2. Since it is symmetric matrix, ये दोनों 2 तो ये भी 2 रहेगा. Correct. Now fyz. Fy I'm already having with respect to z किया तो it will be 2x plus 2y. So that will be 4. So ये 4 तो ये भी 4. So this is your Hessian matrix. That's it. Now your question will be why this is so much important to get this matrix. What is so special about this matrix? Okay, shall we go ahead? Yeah. So let us before that let us see one theorem. Like in a real case, if your function is having maxima or minima at that point, then derivative at that point will be 0. Correct? Because see, let us see the graph. Suppose you are having this. So maximum यहाँ पे है. So if this line is parallel to this, that means what is derivative? Derivative is slope of the tangent. So this guy is parallel to this, so it will be 0. So the theorem is same. Sorry. Let f from Rn to R, sorry, S from Rn to R be a scalar field where S is a non-empty open subset of Rn. Let E belongs to S and f is differentiable at E. If f has a local maxima or local minima. Maximum or local minimum. At E, then delta f of E will be 0. Do you see वहाँ पे क्या था, ऐसा ही कुछ था, but there the derivative was not like this. So we would like to relate it with that one. So let us relate now. Let us try to see the proof. What is the point E? E is in S, so E will be having an coordinate that is E1, E2 up to En, that belongs to S. Correct? So we can take any one of the cases. Suppose local maximum का केस लेते हैं, ठीक है? Let us assume F has local maximum at E belongs to S. What do you mean by local maximum? That means it will have a maximum value in the set S. Correct? What I have to prove? I have to prove is do F by do xi is 0 at E, definitely at 0 for all I equal to 1 to n to prove. Correct? Now let us relate it with single variable जैसे हम लोग अभी तक करते आ रहे हैं. So what we used to do actually, see, it is partial derivative, each of the partial derivative that will be a real valued function. So let us define a function. Let g1 of t, that is defined as f of t comma e2 comma e3 comma and so on, en. What do you see this function? G1 of t at the place of one coordinate I am putting at t here. Yes, what do you mean by that? Now since f has local maxima at point e1, e2, an, so can I say that g1 of e is always is also having local maxima? First of all, what is this g1? G1 of t is a function of single variable, function of single variable. Do you see how am I relating this to one variable? Now we got a function which is of one variable. Now I need to see whether my function this will also have local maxima. Yes, definitely, because function this f is having local maxima at that point. Since f is f has local maximum, f has local maximum at E, that is equal to E1, E2 and so on. So what can I say now? That implies G1 of T has local maxima at T equal to E1. That's it. If you got this, then what can you say next? Just मुझे proof करना है whether derivative of this exists or not. Then by single variable के case में we can clearly say. Correct? Now further we know that f is differentiable at E, implies what? G1 of T is differentiable at T equal to E1. Correct? But it is single variable. Differential means what? Derivative, that is d by dt of g of t exists. That was the thing I wanted. I can directly see कि real के केस में क्या होता है. If you are having local maxima or minima at a point, then derivative will be 0 that to a point at that point. Correct? So let us say by theorem of one variable, if what is the theorem? H of x is a function which has local maximum local maximum or minimum on, or sorry, at a point at x equal to x naught and derivative h dash of x naught exists, then what do we say? H dash of x naught will be 0. So what do I say here? Since g1 is also differentiable and derivative exists, so what can I say? Derivative of g1 of t, it will be 0 at t equal to e1. But what is derivative of g1? It is actually partial derivative of it is same as dou f by dou x1 actually, which is same as 0 and definitely at point a. So can I say similarly for each variable I can do that, correct? So similarly अगर मैंने g2 डिफाइन किया तो g2 of t will be what? It will be e1 f of e1 comma t comma e2 and so on an. That's it. And same thing again, derivative 0 and so on. So we can see that in general, and in general each of the partial derivative will be 0 at the point E where I is running from 1 to n. What do you mean by that? That implies delta f at E, that is 0. Hence proved. This is what we wanted to prove actually. Look at the theorem. Done? Shall we go ahead? Now the next thing is second derivative test for extrema of the function of two variable. That is for two variable definitely here we are considering, but again that can be extended for uh, more variable. That is not an issue. So I'm going to write that now. Second derivative test. Okay. So let f s to r2 to r be a scalar field and let e comma b belongs to s be a stationary point. You know what is stationary point? That means derivative at that is delta f is 0. Suppose f of xy possesses continuous second order partial derivatives in some neighborhood of AB. EB. And let E equal to C fxx EB, say B equal to fxy EB, which is same as fyx, and C equal to say fyy AB. Okay, and also let delta equal to determinant of EB BC, which is same as AC minus B square. Correct? So suppose these are the things we know, और notation बोल दिया E, B and C क्या है, then there are four conditions. First condition is if your E is greater than 0 and your delta is also greater than 0, then F has local minima at AB. F has local minima at E comma B. Do you see? E positive, delta positive, so it will be a local minima. Correct? The second case will be, next page में लिखता हूँ मैं, if E is negative and delta is positive, then F has local maxima. Local maxima at E comma B. Okay, and third is if delta is less than 0, then F has a saddle point. Then F has a saddle point at AB. Okay, the fourth one is if delta is 0, then test is inconclusive. Test is inconclusive. So you need to remember this thing. क्या क्या है? If your E is greater than 0 and delta is greater than 0, then F has local maxima, local minima. E positive, delta positive, then it has local minima. And this is for local minima, and this is for saddle point. Now before proving this, actually we wanted to give one more theorem, and even proof is not included in the syllabus. If you see proof, you will find the proof, but for that motivation of proof, I'll just define one corollary, or you can say to prove the previous test, let us prove something. So that is what we will be using. Okay, let us prove a theorem. Let q of x comma y, that is equal to say ax square plus 2bxy plus cy square. Okay, be a function of two variable. Do you see ऐसा इक्वेशन कहीं पे देखा है तुम लोगों ने? 12th standard. This is actually combined equation of two lines, but it depends. Definitely, it depends on the coefficient. But sometimes it looks like this only. Your combined equation. Let delta equal to AC minus B square. Okay. So there is something. First one is if E is greater than 0 and delta is also greater than 0, then q of x comma y will be always greater than 0 for all x comma y belongs to R2, and definitely x comma y 0 नहीं होने चाहिए because strictly greater than 0 बोला है मैंने. Okay. Second case is if your A is negative and your delta is positive again, then you will say that q of xy is less than 0. You see, by looking at this E और इसका you can say discriminant इसको अगर quadratic के केस में बोला तो it is something like that only. You are able to decide the whole function की कैसा आएगा वो q of xy that is less than 0 for all again x comma y belongs to R2, and that is definitely not equal to 0 0. Correct. What will be the next case? Delta positive, delta negative आ गया. Next case would be what if delta is less than 0? If your delta is less than 0, then what can you say? Then in every open ball around origin there exist points x comma y such that q of x comma y that is less than 0, and also there exist x comma y such that q of x comma y is greater than 0. दोनों टाइप के अराउंड ओरिजिन यू विल गेट बोथ द टाइप ऑफ पीपल देयर. Okay, so read the statement properly and see how can we start. Let us see. फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड केस तो बहुत ही इजी है, दैट इज जस्ट कैलकुलेशन.